The phone rang at 11:58 p.m. Not a call, a knock. 3 slow taps on my door. Measured, careful, like whoever stood on the other side already knew I was awake. I didn't move at first. I watched the shadow shift beneath the doorframe. A familiar outline. Too familiar. When I opened it, she was barefoot, hair tangled, mascara smeared like she'd tried to wipe her face dry and failed. She was shaking, but not from the cold. "Can I come in?" she whispered. I said nothing. Her eyes searched my face the way people do when they're hoping for mercy and bracing for judgment at the same time. I stepped aside. She slipped past me like a ghost that already knew where everything was. Midnight had a way of telling the truth. It strips people down. No makeup, no excuses, no witnesses. She sat on the edge of the couch, hands locked together, knuckles white. "I need to explain something," she said. I leaned against the counter, crossed my arms, waited. She swallowed. "Something I can't show you." That was when I felt it. Not shock, not anger. Recognition. 2 weeks earlier, she'd said it so casually, it almost sounded rehearsed. "I don't owe you loyalty." No apology, no hesitation. Just a statement, clean, surgical. I'd nodded like it didn't matter, like it hadn't lodged itself into my chest and started rotting there. Now she was here, at midnight, shaken. Asking for permission she claimed she never owed me. The room felt smaller, the silence heavier. "I didn't plan for it to happen like this," she said quickly, words tumbling over each other. "It just spiraled." I watched her mouth move, studied the way she avoided my eyes. I already knew this version of her, the one who talked in circles when the truth was sharp. "Are you going to say anything?" she asked. I smiled. It scared her, because silence had always been my tell. When I stopped reacting, it meant I was thinking, calculating, locking pieces into place. Inside my head, memories replayed differently now. Late nights explained. Phone face down. The sudden independence. The way she'd flinched once when I'd reached for her without warning. I hadn't accused her, not once. I'd done something far more dangerous. I'd paid attention. She stood abruptly, started pacing. "I know how this looks, but if you'd just let me—" "I am," I said calmly. "Letting you?" She froze. I could hear her breathing, fast, uneven. "What is it you can't show me?" I asked. Her mouth opened, then closed. Her eyes filled, not with guilt, but fear. That was the moment I knew this wasn't just betrayal. It was something she'd built carefully, something with layers, and I had already started peeling them back. I didn't rush her. That was the mistake she kept making, thinking urgency belonged to her. 2 weeks earlier, after she'd said she didn't owe me loyalty, I'd gone quiet. Not cold, quiet. I kissed her goodbye the next morning, made coffee, asked about her day. I became predictable again. That's when people slip. I memorized patterns. Not messages, habits. The way her phone lit up at 2:11 a.m. on Tuesdays. The way she showered longer after certain work dinners. The way her laugh changed when a specific name came up. I didn't need her phone. I needed confirmation. So I watched. I ran numbers through my head. Timelines. Gaps. Lies that didn't align. Unless someone else was standing in the picture. Then I did the one thing she never imagined. I tested the truth against reality. The envelope arrived on a Thursday. Plain, white. No return address. I didn't open it right away. I let it sit on the table while I ate dinner across from her. She talked. I nodded. That night, after she fell asleep, I opened it. The report was clinical, emotionless, final. I slept better than I had in months. Now she stood in my living room, pacing, unraveling. "You already know," she said suddenly. It wasn't a question. I pushed off the counter and walked to the table, picked up the envelope she hadn't noticed yet, held it between 2 fingers like it was nothing. "I know," I said. Her face collapsed. I slid the report across the table. Didn't explain it. Didn't need to. She read it once. Then again. Her knees buckled. She sat hard on the floor, one hand over her mouth like she could stop the truth from leaking out. "It wasn't supposed to be like this," she sobbed. I didn't think it would matter. That's the problem, I said softly. You didn't think. She looked up at me then. Really looked. I wasn't angry. That terrified her more than shouting ever could. You said you didn't owe me loyalty, I continued. I believed you. So I stopped offering trust. Silence swallowed the room. I didn't come here to forgive you, I said. I came to understand who I was standing next to. She crawled toward me, reached for my leg. I stepped back. That was the final cut. I can explain everything, she pleaded. I know, I replied. That's why I'm leaving. I grabbed my jacket, my keys, things I'd already packed days ago. At the door, I turned once. You didn't destroy me, I said. You revealed yourself. I left her on the floor, surrounded by the wreckage of her own choices. Outside, the night air was clean, quiet. For the first time, so was my mind. Some people think revenge is about punishment. They're wrong. It's about walking away with the truth and letting the liar live with it forever.